Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis, and today we're going to review X-Men 97 episode 7. So this was a really good episode. I understood most of the episode. I don't really understand the ending, but for the most part, really good episode. So it starts off with the X-Men are at Gambit's funeral, and all the X-Men are there except Rogue, and Jubilee's asking everyone, why is Rogue not here? Gambit meant so much to her. Gambit meant so much to her. Why is she not here with the rest of them? And Wolverine and Nightcrawler have to tell her that people grieve in their own way. And then the scene changes and it goes to Rogue, and we see she is grieving in her own way. She's going through military bases, destroying mechs, asking where's Bolivar Trask. And then we see General Ross. We don't know who General Ross is. He's like the proverbial, I guess, like Moby Dick in like the Marvel universe. Like he's always chasing after the Hulk no matter what. Like he's after like the Hulk, but he even references the Hulk. But she's asking him where is Bolivar Trask, and I think he says he doesn't know where he is. And so then she's going across the world. She runs into Captain America. She wants Captain America to lend a hand, but he wants to lend a hand, just not the way she's doing it. And so when she hears that from him, she throws his shield far, far, far away. And then she's going around again, like destroying military bases and stuff. While Rogue's doing that, the rest of the X-Men head to Genosha to help the survivors. They want to provide hope to people. And as they get off the X-Jet, Mr. Beast quotes a real-life quote from Mr. Rogers saying, look for the helpers, that's who you go to. I didn't say the quote exactly right, I was paraphrasing, but that's a real quote, and that's not the first time I heard it. I heard it in another video, Therapy in a Nutshell. If you want to listen to like techniques on how to deal with stress and anxiety, watch Therapy in a Nutshell. That's the first time I heard that quote. And also look at Dr. Tracy Marks, because she's really good too. The X-Men go out to help the surviving Genoshans, and Cyclops and Jean are alone together, and Jean senses telepath. She senses a telepath, and Cyclops and Jean, they both think it's Madeline Pryor, but it's not Madeline Pryor, it's Emma Frost. And we see that she's gained a new ability. She's able to make herself into like a diamond form, and she's usually able to do that in the comics and other X-Men series. So she's alive. I think this is them teasing that she's going to become an X-Men, because usually she starts off as an adversary at first, but then she becomes like part of the X-Men. The X-Men then get a transmission from Bolivar Trask telling them to meet him in Madripoor. So Madripoor, my first time hearing about that was in Falcon and Winter Soldier. It may have also come up in the original X-Men series, but that was over 30 years ago, and I don't really remember that. So I really remember Madripoor from the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Anyway, before like the X-Men head to Madripoor, they pick up Rogue, and right before they pick up Rogue finds Gyrick, and she sees that he's in prison, but it's not the typical prison where normal people would go. He's in a fancy resort for like rich people. Like he's in prison, but it has all these luxury stuff. It's really nice. It's a resort. It's a resort. It's not even a prison. It's just a resort. So she like goes in there. She's asking him where Bolivar Trask is, because Gyrick funded his Sentinel program, and Bolivar Trask is like, hey, you guys aren't going to get any information out of me, not like you did the last time. And then Rogue touches him, and like she's really draining him. And then Nightcrawler finds her, and then the rest of the X-Men find her, and then they head to Madripoor, where they see Bolivar Trask. He's getting ready to kill himself. He's getting ready to commit suicide because he can't handle what the Sentinels did in Genosha. He pleads with the X-Men that he only made the Sentinels to protect humanity from mutants. He didn't know that it would go this far. He jumps, Rogue saves him, tells him, look, don't kill yourself, like, you can make this right, then do something. And then Oliver Trask doesn't really have anything to offer, like to help the X-Men. And that's when Rogue just drops them, and people are in shock. The rest of the X-Men are in shock. And Rogue explains that, yep, she let him fall because it's his fault about what happened in Genosha. It's his fault that Magneto and Gambit are dead. And then in a split second later, we see she's knocked out. Oliver Trask is turned into a live Sentinel, and he's knocking out all the X-Men until Cable shows up and uses an EMP grenade and takes down the live Sentinel. And Cable explains to Cyclops and the rest of the X-Men that Oliver Trask is not the mastermind. It's not even Mister Sinister. It's someone worse. And this is where the next part of the episode gets really confusing for me. So Mister Sinister isn't the mastermind behind all of this. It's some other supervillain, and he reveals that Magneto's alive, even though the Morlocks he was protecting from the Genosha attack, they died, and somehow he survived. So that's why it gets all confusing, and I don't know who the mastermind's name is. Like, the way he looks is not ringing any bells. I don't remember him from any other X-Men series, so I'm just as lost as you all are on this part. But overall, really good episode. I'm looking forward to like episode 8 through 10. Pretty sure on episode 8, Storm's got to come back. Professor Xavier has to be back. Maybe if not episode 8, then definitely episode 9 for Charles Xavier, because that'll be 9 and 10. So he has to come back in episode 9. But Storm definitely next episode, she should be coming back in episode 8. As they're going to go down, as they're going to head to stop the mastermind behind the attack in Genosha. So overall, awesome episode. That's all we have for today. If you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and all of you, have a great day.